If the price of shit don't go down, I'm about to start stealing again. I don't give a fuck. I said I was leaving that shit in 2022, but look, if y'all gonna keep making deodorant $15 fucking for a stick, I'm gonna just have to start sticking shit in my purse again. I don't care, because I can't go without deodorant, and y'all know y'all taxing for that shit. Like, come on now, something gotta give. Everything is just too fucking expensive for me. Every single thing. Like, it's to the point I be rationing out fucking deodorant. I'm only doing 2 swipes a day because I can't afford to do 3 or 4 swipes back and forth, because I'm gonna run out of deodorant too fucking fast. Toothpaste too. And the thing is, you can find cheap shit, but it ain't gonna hold you. I'm not about to buy no cheap ass deodorant and be musty as fuck all day. And I'm about to buy no cheap ass toilet tissue and that shit break while I'm wiping my ass. And I'm not about to buy no cheap ass toothpaste and my fucking breath be stinking after I done brush my teeth. Like, y'all have to give. Like, and then it's like, if you do buy quality shit, it got poison in it, and the stuff that don't have the poison in it is too damn expensive for anybody to afford. Like, this shit is just beyond me. Like, I'm at the point, I'm either about to start stealing shit again, or I'm about to start making my own shit. Y'all, like, the economy gonna have to decide at this point.
Hey, gorgeous souls, what's up? It's your girl Nene, and welcome to Let's Glow with Nene. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today we have a video of TikTok people expressing how they feel about this economy, how it is broke outside. Baby, we are broke, okay? But we are trying, we are doing our best, and it just seems like our best is not enough. Like, at what point are things going to turn around for us? Like, I'm tired of working, I'm tired of breaking my back just to get nowhere. It's stressful, and I understand. Like, I got laid off a few months ago back in October, and I still have not gotten a job. I am living off of unemployment. I am living with my mom. And it just seemed like every interview that I get, nothing's sticking, nothing's landing. And I just feel like maybe I'm about to become a flight attendant because if I get the job, that's where I'm going. And it's kind of hard because, like planes are dropping out the sky. So that's not really what I want to do, but it's a dream of mine. So if it comes, I'm going to take it because, baby, I need the money and nobody else is hiring me. So I'm going to take what I can get. So enough of me chit chatting. Let's get into these clips and like, comment your opinion. Please be respectful and just add whatever you would like to add. Tell me about your experience that you're going through right now because trust me, you are not alone. All right, subscribe and share, and let's get to this.
I'm broke as fuck. Yeah, I said it, broke as fuck. I'm a mother of 2 that works at the dollar store, that lives paycheck to paycheck, trying to make ends meet. Bills are always getting on top of me, drowning me. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I be like, damn girl, like you can be so much further in this life right now. I just figured that if I work at the dollar store and have TikTok on the side, that I can eventually be well off. But the method that I am using, which is the TikTok affiliate method to make money, isn't working. Like, the money is very, very slow. So I just decided I'm just going to take my content creation journey serious. I see a lot of people be making bank on this app, and I figure if they can do it, I can do it too. I gotta stop sleeping on myself. I gotta stop playing with myself. Like, I am worth more than what I am going through right now. I just figure I would share my life with y'all, take y'all on my journey, and y'all can just watch me grow and prosper. I also just want to use my story to help motivate other people to keep going and take whatever they want to do serious. As far as my kids go, they always have everything they need. Like, they're never lacking anything: food, clothes, shoes, things for their appearance, toiletries, everything. I'm always making sure they're straight. I'm gonna always make sure they're straight. As far as I go, I get damn near everything free from the TikTok shop, so I really don't have to buy anything for myself, and that is such a huge blessing. I don't have to splurge money. I don't have to spend unnecessary money. But then every time I turn around, it's always something that needs to be paid for. All of these bills, and then the car, like, it's always something wrong with the car. It just never failed. I was really embarrassed to get on here and share this with y'all, but I figured, what the heck? Like, y'all are human just like I am. Y'all go through things just like I do. Y'all shit and piss just like I do. So if you made it this far in this video, drop a heart, show some love. I'm looking for other moms that are like me to support, and we can help each other grow. and get this bag together. I can't wait until I'm well up. I can't wait until I'm not working a 9 to 5 anymore. And another thing, I'm an Amazon wig reviewer, so if you see me with a wig on my head, it's because I got it for free. Lately, I haven't been getting any deals, but that's okay. I also sell my refurbished wigs, and that money goes towards bills and emergencies as well. So that's why I only have like 3 wigs in rotation, but that's okay. I was thinking to myself, like, should I just let my kids' father work and I be a stay-at-home mom and take my TikTok creation journey serious? But then again, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna keep my job because I'm always at home. I never go anywhere, and when I do go to work, that's really like the only time I'm like not at home for like a long period of time. It's kind of like a break away from home. The reason why I don't go out is because I don't have any friends and I don't really trust anybody. That's why I don't have any friends. I don't know. Like, I have associates, but I don't have like friends. It's just too much going on in this world, y'all. But anyways, if you're a mom like me, comment down below. Let's build a community together. Let's support each other. Let's help each other's accounts grow so we can get this bag. I got this. I know I do. One day I'm gonna look back at this video. I'm gonna be like, damn, I really did it. I really did what I said I was going to do. Like, this really paid off. But yeah, y'all, comment down below if I should make more videos like this. And I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Bye.
Are we all fighting for our lives financially right now, or is it just me? I have a good degree. I work 3 jobs. I budget the hell out of my money to an annoying, like, obsession. Like, I'm watching every single penny I'm spending because I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans. But, times are tough right now. Like, man, I feel like the more you work, the more you have to pay for. And it's tough out there right now. Like, I think I do well, and then I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh my God. Or I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh wow, eggs are $10 again. Woohoo. Like, man, it is tough right now. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one, because sometimes I'll look and I'll be like, oh my God, all these people I know are like traveling and buying nice things, and I'm like, wow, how? Is there a secret? Someone help.
The worst kind of broke is when it ain't you, it's life. Like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm actually getting money, but it keeps getting put to random stupid shit. I'm not really poor, but I keep going poor because life keep kicking my ass. You supposed to be up, that breach. All of a sudden your car fucking up. Come on. All of a sudden you got a fucking ticket. Whoa. Phone start fucking up on you. You gotta get a new phone. What the fuck is going on? You sitting there looking at your expenses like, yo, if none of this life shit happen, bitch, I had 3 bands, 4 bands, whatever. You'll be racked up. But no, life keep playing with niggas. Life keep wanting to play with niggas like you won't end this. I'm sorry. Nigga, you clocking in every day, side hustles and everything. You looking at your account one day, you like, damn, I'm getting to it. Then 24 hours, some shit happened. Then you look at your account 48 hours later and you got 27 cents. What the fuck is going on? This is not my fault.
Ever do is judge or trust someone that is dead broke. Cause if I was dead broke, there is nothing I wouldn't do, bro. Like, nothing. I don't care. Nothing's off limits, bro. Yo, I slam on my own boy. I'm so sorry. If you see this, any of my guys, just make sure I don't go broke. I'm comfy right now. But if I'm ever starving for like 7 consecutive days, I promise you I'll do anything for just a little bit of cash so I can eat some food, bro. There's nothing off limits. Quick one as well. I don't want to hear nothing about morals or ethics, cause you would do madness but you're hungry. Now imagine being starving every single day and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I'm sliming you out, bro. I don't care.
Now, I wasn't going to stop anywhere and explain anything, but y'all, that last person, he was tripping. Like, please don't listen to him. What? I don't care how broke I am. I will never slide on my people or even people that I don't know. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you tripping. If it's that hard, baby, pray to God, because ain't no way you think we still about to be cool after you done said some stuff like that. No, stay very far away from those people, please. Because the moment things get sticky, they have no problem pulling up on you and backdooring you. Mm-mm. No.
I am seriously starting to feel like it's just about impossible to live in the United States. And, I don't want to seem like a lazy bum when I seen this, but I truly feel like it's just about impossible. If you weren't raised and given a good first hand in life, or a support team who will make sure no matter what that you don't fail, or, having people that you're able to fall back on, you're blessed. And if you are one of those people, I highly suggest you thank those people near you, because a lot of us aren't blessed like that. I'm a 23-year-old dad. I've got 2 kids. I've got about to be a 5-year-old in May, and I've got a newborn too. She's just a few weeks old, like 3 weeks. So my wife gets to stay at home and take care of the babies, and I'm out here trying to get it. I'm on my 3rd shift job now. I'm a security officer for Allied Universal. No, I don't represent the company in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is just a job. I am not a part of this company. But, you know, and I work here from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. every single day, 8-hour shift. I get off of this 3rd shift job and I go directly into another job, which I just go around my city finding side jobs. It might be a clean out one day and I go out there for another 5, 6, 7 hours. It might be landscaping another day. It might be painting one day. It could be, you know, it varies. I do what I can where I can. But therein, I go home and I have to stay up even longer to make sure that my lady is able to get her rest too. Because, I mean, being a mom's a hard job. Yes, I'm working hard, but being a mom is a hard mental job as well in its own. So I have to stay up for a little bit in order to give her time to actually rest and get her sleep too, because she needs it. But I say that to say all this, you know, having people to fall back on. Let's say you're going down the road and, like my case, my heater core blows up. I don't have no one I can call to say, hey, can I borrow $400 so I can get my heater core replaced? Or, you know, you got $400 so I can get new tires on my vehicle. That is just something you have to figure out on your own. And if somebody with terrible credit, you can't just go get a loan for these things. The only loan you could get is a title loan. And in a lot of states, title loans are illegal for a reason. I'm stuck in this title loan, having to pay them back $4,300, but I have to pay $700 a month just to drive. That doesn't go toward my principal, on top of having to pay my rent and all the other bills just to survive. It's impossible. You know, I would never hurt or harm myself in any way, but sometimes I just wonder why. Why am I here? I mean, there's got to be a reason why, like, life is so hard for me. What if it's not meant for me? This shit drives a lot of people to anger, man, and I understand. I truly do. You know, people say maybe these next 4 years. No, this is literally impossible. There is nothing no president is able to do to save people from what we are having to go through. Housing at an all-time high. You know, you could go to another country and you can have the same homes here for 1/10 of the price that we're paying per month. Food the same exact way. And I just feel like it's impossible. If I was a drug addict, if I was a piece of shit dad, I could have so much more help. But with me out here trying to do everything the right way, you know, and nothing's working, nothing's helping. Life absolutely sucks right now. It truly, truly sucks. And there's no way to get out of it than to continue to dig myself into working and trying to come up out of this hole that seems impossible to come out of. You know, sorry for the rant. I'm not usually the ranting type. I'm just tired. I'm sick and fucking tired of having to live the way that we have to live just to survive, because it's nonsense. It truly is. I mean, I try my absolute hardest and I'm not getting anywhere. A lot of you are able to fall back on TikTok. I can't fall back on TikTok. Every time I try to get a video to blow up, it never does. And I'm not going against any standards. There's people doing way worse shit than me and they're getting way more views and everything. But yet whenever I want views, I have to pay for them. Not me. I don't have that extra funding. You know, and then you pay for it, and then there's no guarantee that you have those same people coming right back. You pay for the views, and then afterwards you're back in a 200 view jail. And that's it. TikTok's fucking stupid when it comes to income too. I don't know. I wish I could catch that big break. I wish I could get back to a life of, you know, damn, we paid our rent, power, water, Wi-Fi, and insurance. That's our bills for the month, you know, and we can afford that. Talking about saving money and being able to invest in land and a whole bunch of other stuff. It seems impossible. So, you know, if you have that support team and you have a whole group of people that are there for you to make sure that you don't fall, be thankful for them, because there's a lot of us up here that one slip, one fuck up, one missed day out of work will cause us to lose our home, our vehicle, and to end up being on the streets. DSS is no help. CPS is no help. They won't help you until you're actually living on the streets. And once you are, they take your kids because you're an unfit parent. There's no help. You can't call these resource centers and everything like that. You can't depend on food banks for food, because a lot of these food banks give you rotten meats and shit. It's just hard. It's just hard. Y'all let me know if y'all go through the same things on a daily basis, or am I just an irresponsible piece of shit?
More than most still doesn't mean that you have enough. And we got to shift our mindset in understanding what money looks like for everybody, not just what money looks like in our little circle of friends. Several years ago, I was on YouTube and I said that $100,000 is no money. Last year, I was on Instagram and I said $100,000 is no money. People threw tomatoes at me and called me a liar because it was more than what a lot of people had. In my day-to-day job, all I do is evaluate income and how much income it takes to do basic things like buy a house. So I was on TikTok a couple of days ago and I saw someone that was doing a live stream where they were talking about what an individual needs to live comfortably in the United States. Now, I live in North Carolina, and it says in North Carolina, an individual, which is one person, needs about $90,000 to live comfortably. And what's so funny about this is I did a YouTube video in 2023 where I said that a person or a family needs to have about $12,000 rolled through their house every month to comfortably live in Charlotte. What do y'all think? Do y'all think these numbers are right? Do y'all think these numbers are wrong? Because in my humble opinion, I feel like the people that say that these numbers are wrong, they're not living in reality. They're living in denial.
Every time I think about or trying to move out my parents' house, the cost of living just get higher and higher. Like, insurance goes up, gas goes up, not to mention the fact that you got to make 3 times the rent of wherever you live at, which is kind of insane because the average person my age ain't even making what I'm making. Not to mention the fact that I check my pay stubs all the time. I'm not making as nearly as what I would make if they ain't take all them fucking taxes out of my checks every 2 weeks. Like, and I just been sitting here thinking, like, because with me personally, when I moved out, I always wanted to move out by myself or with a significant other. And now I'm starting to realize when people move out, they get roommates. Or they move in college apartments with other people that they don't even fucking know of because the cost of living is too fucking high. How can I get a house these days? How can I get a house, bro? The average house is like 300 bands, you know what I'm saying? And like the average like monthly cost of it is like $2,500 a month. Like that's crazy. Like, and me personally, I never agreed with having to have more than one source of income. In my opinion, you having more than one source of income should be a choice. It shouldn't be, I shouldn't need 2 sources of income to fucking survive. I'm 23, bruh. God damn. I am fucking 23. And I'm already like having a midlife crisis for real. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to move out my parents' crib, but I ain't trying to live check to fucking check. Like, I'm sitting here making more money than I ever made ever in my life in a year span. And it's still not enough for me to fucking move out and be able to fucking sustain a living. Like, we're doomed, bro. And they wait until we get grown to do shit like this. Like, yeah, it's over with, bro. It's over with.
Just for ourselves, there is not one U.S. state where working 40 hours a week is enough to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. That is sad. That is so ridiculously sad. And the other day I heard an elderly woman talking about these younger folks don't know what working hard is. As someone who had 3 jobs in college while being a full-time college student, y'all are really checked out with reality right now. Like, everything is too expensive. I went to the store the other day. 1 bottle of Sprite and a bag of Doritos. Guess how much? $5.50 for 1 bag of chips. The bag wasn't even huge. It was around like one of those dollar-sized bags. If you knew back in like 2010, those dollar-sized bags. It was one of those and a regular 16-ounce Sprite. Imagine the prices of a 2-bedroom apartment. I think the lowest you can get is probably like $1,200. The lowest you can get.
I moved into my apartment in June 2023. I was paying $1,790 in rent. I just got notified that March 1st, my rent will be increasing to $2,023. And before everyone gets in the comments and says, you're doing this, you're making your choices. Okay, first of all, fuck you. I have a 2-bedroom apartment because I have a 1.5-year-old son, and I got this apartment because I researched every apartment within a 30-mile radius of where my dad lives, because my dad lives with my nephew. I'm the legal guardian of my nephew, and I need to be able to have quick, close access to my nephew. I take him to appointments, I pick him up from school, etc. What's shitty is that this is the market rate. So this is pretty standard if you want a 2-bedroom apartment. And mine's nice because it's new, but it's not fancy. It was made really like everything's plastic and falling apart, and it, for all intents and purposes, it's not a quality apartment. It's safe. I love living here, and that's why I'm living here. So I was talking to my landlord, and I was like, listen, I know this isn't your fault. I know you're not setting the prices of these, but what the fuck? This is not like a sustainable, like, how the fuck is anyone supposed to like maintain their tenancy? I said, should I expect another huge rent increase? And he's like, yeah, in September, there's going to be another like $80 to $120 rent increase. And I'm like, so let me get this fucking straight. I had to pay $5,500 to just get into this fucking apartment. I could live in a 1-bedroom. I don't want to because I just figured out crib training with my son. I pay electric and I pay fucking gas, which is another, you know, 100 to 120 a month, like on top of that. I hate that the issue is that I'm at a point in my life where paying another $120 a month in rent is like pissing me off. I know that the solution is to just make more money so that this is going to happen and I'm going to have more wiggle room in my budget and blah, blah, blah. But what pisses me off is if you're not making $6,000 or $8,000 as a single mom a month, you're just like, how are you going to make it? Who wants to be roommates with people that they don't know? And how many people do you know that you could trust to live with and that it wouldn't ruin your friendship if you lived with them? And what if I just want to live in my own fucking spot? What if I really like the peace of mind that I have in my own goddamn apartment? Why isn't there some sort of fucking clause that says, oh, you're a single mom with narcolepsy and you have a fucking disability and you're making X amount of money and we're gonna give you like a little bit of a break? And I understand like life is a jungle and no one's trying to give out handouts. You know, you're hearing about how Elon Musk just uncovered all the government fucking all the money that's going everywhere. Like the government isn't, in general, they're not looking to help people. We know that. Just keep coming back to like, okay, the solution is just to make more money, but there's only so many fucking hours in the day. I spent 45 minutes today researching other apartments in the area. I maybe have a tour scheduled next week, but here's the thing. It's like, yeah, if I get into this other apartment, like what is that going to look like and how much do I have to put down? It's usually first and last month's rent, and then there's a damage deposit, and then there's usually a refundable pet deposit on top of that of a couple $100 or and then, you know, like at least, and then a monthly pet deposit. And I have 2 cats and I don't want to get rid of my cat. I'm not making this video to be like, oh, poor me, like blah, blah, but where my brain goes is I zoom out and I think about the bigger picture and I think about like the regular people who are just trying to fucking survive and like the average income and like what it cost to just literally survive. That's not like getting ahead. That's not saving money. That's not potentially owning a piece of property. That's literally just like, I'm making it until the next month. What is there, like 800,000 homeless people in the US? And when you think about like a homeless person, your mind might go to like all these extremes, but it's like, no, people become homeless because there's factors that are outside of their control and they're doing their fucking best and they get up every day and they have good intentions and they work and they're not like selling themselves on OnlyFans and they're trying to like do good in the world. But fucking bills are massive, man. It's expensive as fuck to just live and eat.
I'm exceptionally tired of this like super elder Gen X, like younger boomer take, like forgetting just how good they had it. Their income level compared to their cost of living was absurd. Okay, so story time. I lived in West Pennsylvania for just shy of a year. Okay, little town northwest of Pittsburgh. And I used to talk, these were some of the sweetest people, but at the same time, some of the most decrepit and disconnected from reality human beings I have ever met. Just the most, just in that way that only a curmudgeonly elder Gen X or boomer can be. I was talking to this guy one day. This is like 2007. Okay, this dude's in his, at the time, mid-40s. And he's talking about how he wants to vote in the people that are going to bring back manufacturing jobs. Let's forget the fact that this is not happening. No one's bringing back manufacturing jobs. It's not happening. It's a dream. It's a fantasy land that they're still buying, right? They're still buying it today in 2024. They were absolutely still buying it through the 90s and the 2000s. This guy worked at a factory, and these are the numbers he told me. I happened to look these numbers up yesterday to make sure that they were true. Walking in off the street, a high school kid could get, what was it? Shy of $11 an hour, which is like in the low $30 an hour, today's money. He was a floor supervisor. I want to say he made like $16, $17 an hour. He was 22 at the time in 1990 at a factory as a floor, like a sort of like, I guess the way that he said it worked is you're like, you get in and there's like an area supervisor, and then he made like a floor supervisor, and in this factory there were like 10 or 11 of them. Floor supervisors was something like $14 an hour, and he made like 16 or 17 bucks an hour. That's $48 an hour in today's money. Let's forget the fact that everything was cheaper then. So not only is this like 22-year-old with no high school education able to find a job where even at the entry level he's making like $30 an hour in change. At 22, this guy is making the modern equivalent of $48 an hour. Everything's half the cost comparatively. I'm not even talking about based on inflation. Everything they have to buy is half the cost. Like at the time, I want to say the numbers were like the average house was like twice his annual salary, maybe a little more than that. Today, it's like 10 times the average person, 11 times the average person's salary. And these are the same people telling you that you are not working hard enough, that they were able to do it on their entry-level job, so if you're not doing it, you're just fucking lazy. These people are so fundamentally disconnected from reality at large. They're like in a boomer conservative like virtual reality game where like because they've already gotten theirs, because their investments have already flourished, because they're already at the top of the food chain, like they don't even realize how much more money they earned and have access to. Like it's lost on them that they have like 2-3 times more money than the comparable 60-year-olds in their day. But somehow they think that there's just this unending potential access towards the same wealth that they had access to while being given everything on a fucking silver platter. And I'm so tired of this shit. It's beyond fucking exhausting. These people, in terms of when they were born and had access to the ability to earn, these dummies were born on third base and thought they hit a triple. And I'm at my wit's end.
So people always tell us, I want to travel with my family full time.
Every time I think about or trying to move out my parents' house, the cost of living just get higher and higher.
Between the ages of 22 and 28, I would always have this feeling that people who stayed with their parents for too long, it was kind of like a bad look. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like one of those things was like, you're kind of too old to be doing that. Shouldn't you like venture out on your own and shit like that? Shouldn't you try to like be your own person? I no longer feel like that because things are incredibly expensive right now to the point to where it's almost laughable. I got my first apartment by myself when I was 23 years old. Rent was $595. A little bit of tax and shit, it went up to a little over $600. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. By the time I moved to Columbia, South Carolina, which was 4 years later, my rent was $700. So I transitioned from $700 in Charleston to $700 in Columbia. Everything was good. Stayed in Columbia for about 2 years and then moved back to Charleston. My rent now is $1,400 for this small ass apartment, right? You can't really see it because I got the lights off, but this small ass apartment, like right there, that little, wait, let me see, that little break right there, there's a bedroom on this side of the wall and there's a bathroom on the other side of the wall. That's it. $1,400. I no longer feel the way I felt about people not wanting to move out of their parents' house. Now, granted, I still would have to figure it out because I like my own independence. I like being able to come and go as I please. I don't like waiting on people. So I would have figured out, a way to do it on my own. However, when I see people who still live with their parents and they're, in their mid 20s, creeping up to the late 20s, I'd just be like, hey, they got a dynamic working out with their peoples. If they like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Their people's cool with it. I ain't got nothing to say because shit is hard out here. I'm literally patting myself on the back because I switched car insurance companies and I saved $400 a month. I saved $350 a month by switching to Geico. No, I'm just kidding. Geico sucks ass. And I look at that like, wow, that's a good thing because my rent is always going up. Car insurance always going up. Cost of everything. Like, eventually we're going to have to start riding, right? Eventually we're going to have to start doing something to get the attention that this shit cannot continue to happen. Because it seems like everybody in the world is profiting off the services that the American people offer, except the American people. Huh? You get taxed on the money you get taxed when you buy shit with it, you get taxed when you drive to work, you get taxed when you work, you get taxed when you drive home, you get taxed on the food you eat, you get taxed on thinking about taxes because taxes is something you shouldn't be thinking about because you should just pay your taxes like a fucking law-abiding American and shut the fuck up about taxes. Fuck all that. Eventually, very soon, we're going to have to do something about this shit. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm telling you now, eventually something is going to have to give, because there is no way that this can continue to be a thing and people are just gonna accept this for what it is. This shit is not going to work very long.